How's it going, everybody? Moose here. Trying the 360 again. This time I have two bars on it instead of just one. So you should be getting a whole different perspective. See it in the mirror there, I don't know. There it is right there, sticking up above my head. And right now I got it flat with a helmet. Maybe angle would be better. I'm not sure yet, still trying it out. This is Pleasant Lake right here. I'm on my way to work. Taking a long way around, and thought I'd stop and just take a minute to see the lake and how pretty it is. Show it to you, if you can see it through the 360. Two, try the helmet out and the camera out with two rods on it. It came with two rods, so this is the max distance it can have with this system. I can feel a little bit difference of the weight on the helmet. Not tragic, but I can feel it. See how it does going down the road. And three, we're going to talk a little bit about the GoldWing here and my impressions of it since owning it and putting about 387 miles on it so far. Hopefully my Bluetooth will keep working because I do have it hooked into the bike right now. And hopefully the Apple CarPlay ain't taking precedence over the camera. Shouldn't, because the 10C is a all-in-one unit, so it should take priority over itself. So, yeah. First off, the weight of this doesn't seem too bad. Now, would I want to ride with it under all the time? No. I would not, because I can definitely feel the extra weight sitting up there on top of my helmet. But for quick motovlogs or maybe some really scenic spots, yeah, it'd be worth it. I could do it. I can definitely say it would get tiring. I'm really hoping the video looks pretty decent. The audio on the phone the other day, epic fail. I mean, not epic fail, I guess, but enough of a fail that I wouldn't want to use it for audio unless I absolutely had to. It just doesn't have the quality that the Cena has. I can't see the camera anymore either. So I'll just have to feel every once in a while, make sure it's up there. That was my hand. So, all in all, it's April 8th, 2020. COVID-19 is still a real threat for all of us living in this country and other countries abroad. Hopefully everybody's doing okay with that. Now, to the bike. I really like it. The GoldWing's an awesome bike so far. I mean, I got under 400 miles on it so far, so I mean, I don't know what it's like in a long distance. But I can say for the short hauls I've taken it back and forth to work and around, I really like it. The dual clutch transmission seems to work very well. I'm not, of course, I don't know the bike well enough, so I hear it shift every once in a while. I'm always thinking to myself, man, is it supposed to be making that noise when it shifts? I'm assuming so. That little click, 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 click sound, you know, kind of, I guess the shifting sound you'd have when you shifted your bike. It's just, you know, you think automatic car, you're not used to hearing noises like that, and this isn't the same thing. It's not fully an automatic as much as a dual clutch transmission, so the dual clutches take over and shift the bike. Yeah, no, look at me, the crazy guy with the hammer on his helmet. Yeah. So, the stereo, holy hell, they need some work on the stereo. One, I don't know where the antenna is placed on this bike, but it's not good enough to the point where, I think it's back by the left saddlebag. It's not real strong at picking up signal. Now, I did run my camera near there, so maybe part of that's my fault. Maybe some of my camera cables are interfering with the FM radio, but I mean, I think it's back there. It might be the XM or the GPS. That might be the GPS signals back there. So I don't know where the FM radio antenna is for this thing, but it's not in a place where it's getting a good enough signal to pick up radio stations easily. Nothing compared to what the Harley did, because the Harley had an actual antenna on it. So, as far as that goes, could use some improvements. The stereo volume, well, with the FM radio, antenna working so poorly, the volume isn't enough either because you can't tell what you're getting, even with the windshield all the way up, at least from my standpoint. Now, there's a caveat to this. I hooked the cell phone up today to the bike in my headset so I can use Apple CarPlay because I do have the wire running up through here for it. And with Apple CarPlay, I'm using Pandora, and I'm assuming Spotify and all those other different music things you can get, probably MP3 off the phone if I had any music on there, which I don't yet. You can hear that quite well. Not even full volume, doing 60. With the windshield down inside a full-face helmet, I could hear it pretty good. It's nowhere near the sound quality the Harley had, but really from my understanding of it, talking to different people that own different style bikes and stuff, really the loud stereo is something more or less contributed to the Harley rider. You don't hear too many other individuals who ride different style bikes, different makes, blasting their stereo down the road, even if they have the ability. Now, that's not necessarily saying that all Harley-Davidson riders blast their stereo. I'm not saying that. And I'm also not saying that every foreign bike rider doesn't blast their stereo, because I've seen many a times near me where there's a couple GoldWing riders, Kawasaki riders, they're just blaring that radio. So I don't want any hate comments over this saying, well, Harley riders don't always do this. I used to be a Harley rider. I still have a Road King. I blasted my stereo pretty loud a lot of times. Unless I was in a residential area, I tried to keep it somewhat low enough so I wasn't being a dick to those around me. But I'm just saying, as a general rule, more people that ride the foreign bikes now have gone to the point of the headset where they can hear it inside their helmet, and gone away from wanting the loud stereo on the bike. So maybe that's why some manufacturers aren't going with the loud stereo anymore. It's just a thought. It's my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions. So yeah, other than that, the bike's doing great. Handle's fantastic. I have not noticed any problems from doing the handlebar upgrade to the heli bars where I've raised them up and back. It still feels like it handles fantastic. But I have nothing to, other than a simple ride home, the test ride I took on it, nothing really to compare that to. So I mean, it very well could be a little worse. But my feeling is it's better. It's okay. So I don't really notice that. I think it's all what you got used to. If you're already used to the way the handlebars were, then I imagine lifting them up would probably bug you a little bit in the handling of it. I'm assuming. Well, I'm almost to work, so I'll have to stop here soon and take this off, so I don't have to pull onto the driveway with this long-ass camera sticking off the top of my head that I'm sure everybody's looking at. And it feels like my boots come untied, so I gotta stop and tie that. But I just wanted to give some thoughts on some things, and that's what I did. So, you know, take it what you will. Don't agree with me? Let me know in the comments. If you do agree with me and have some other comments you'd like to know about, let me know down there too. I'm all ears. Keep it friendly. Till next time, this is Moose saying keep it safe out there. I'll be talking at you. See ya. Bye. Ain't it pretty? Ooh, look at the sun. Da-da-da-dum. Hee hee. Bye bye.